Dobro Jutro, Divine Pisces 222. It is Thursday, November 14th, 2019. I'm doing energy check-in for the Twin Flames today. Alright. Y'all. There's been some crazy energies. It's been very up and down. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but I am. Alright, so first card we've got out today is the moon. So yeah, we're definitely still feeling the effects of this moon, and this is, I don't know, probably like the fourth time this card has come up. So definitely calling attention to the moon energies. We just had a Taurus full moon, which of course is the Divine Feminine's moon. I do feel a lot of things are definitely coming to light here. A lot of deceptions are being shattered. A lot of illusions are just being seen through here. Divine Feminine, I do feel, is getting really good at seeing through deception here. That's very, very good. You know, looking more with her third eye than with the 3D perception, right? But still a lot of shadows, absolutely. I feel a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, you know, just a lot of inner child wounds definitely coming to surface, past life karma, that sort of thing still happening here with this new moon, okay? And at this point, I don't feel it's very depressive. It's more of just like a lot of aha moments, a lot of, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. I get that one now. You know, just things starting to kind of come together. So that's really good. So lots being illuminated right now, absolutely, with the connection, okay? And some stuff definitely coming through for the karmic situations. A lot of things coming to light with that as well. Probably a lot of epiphanies. You probably recently noticed some patterns that you kind of just realized have been there the entire time. So if you've been dealing with something for a while and you just like kind of realize a lot of stuff just kind of making sense, falling together, that sort of thing. So yeah, in the karmic situations, absolutely. Which is good. I'm sorry, guys. I got like an eyelash or some. What the? Anyway. So yeah, a lot of twins, definitely recognizing the ending of cycles coming, absolutely. I still feel some control issues with the ending of these cycles, absolutely. But it's like the twins are feeling stuck, but they're not feeling stuck at the same. Does that make any sense? It's like free in the mind, free in the heart, but not feeling free in the 3D as of yet. Okay, but it's all coming together. The cycles are definitely ending. I do feel some insecurities coming through. You know, mostly to do with past life stuff and, you know, maybe the purging that's coming up, some of the darkness. But for the most part, I do feel most of the twins are feeling very secure within themselves right now, and that's good. Really working on, you know, their inner peace, trying to find balance within themselves, and that sort of thing. So I don't really feel as much as much chaos going on inside the twins right now. It doesn't feel quite as unstable. It's not fully balanced yet, but it's definitely not as unstable as it was. I do feel both twins are definitely embracing the spiritual aspect of these connections, okay? Because again, a lot of epiphanies, a lot of things coming to light, a lot of signs, synchronicities, things just starting to make sense. Things just kind of falling together, right? And so, you know, I do feel actually a lot of divine masculines are really opening themselves up to their intuition, okay? Kind of just understanding how to use it. Understanding the difference, I guess, between what the ego is trying to tell them to do and what the heart is trying to tell them to do, right? And that's really, really good. A lot of divine feminines, I do feel, possibly branching out in their mission, getting more information, more downloads from spirit about their mission, you know, taking on a little bit more, kind of getting their feet wet in some different aspects of their mission, whatever that mission may be. I do feel some divine masculines are becoming aware of their life's purpose. They're listening to spirit more. their spirit team is really guiding them into their purpose, their life's purpose, okay? And that's really good. I do feel, though, still some money issues coming in for some twins. Divine Masculine, I'm feeling this a little bit more, but still, I mean, they're working on it. I do feel they're working on their foundations, whatever codependent cycles they are in right now. They are trying to end those by becoming more self-sufficient, okay? But I do feel some stubbornness here, still some control issues with the ending of cycles, okay? But it will play out eventually, so just be patient and make sure that you're, you know, you want to put up boundaries, but not putting up boundaries, you don't want to that's the word I'm looking for. You don't want to put up too many boundaries, otherwise, you know, nothing's going to happen. You won't move forward, right? Still a little bit of ego definitely coming in here, but I don't feel it's as bad. But I do feel some ongoing towers right now, some ongoing triggers. Some divine feminines who had kind of walked away from the connection for a bit to kind of focus on themselves. I do feel they're returning to the connection. Still a little bit of ego going on, though, there with the connection. It's like Divine Feminine still harboring some resentment and some trepidation with trusting Divine Masculine right now. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at Divine Masculine, see what's going on. Really? Alright. Let's try that again. Oh. Okay. Hold up. Oh. Alright, we got a lot today for Divine Masculine. That's interesting. Yeah, look at that. Yep. So Divine Masculine, I do feel, you know, he has been very, very overwhelmed by triggers as of late, absolutely. But you know what it's doing is it's strengthening that third eye for him to help him see his way out of these things. A lot of mirroring going on, a lot of triggering back and forth, actually, absolutely. So Divine Masculine's been feeling kind of weighed down by this, but right now not so much. It's like he's trying to throw that off. He's trying to throw off those burdens, right? Because he's getting downloads and all sorts of things from spirit right now, right? So he's trying to cut through the bullshit. He's trying to see the truth here, right? Yeah, he's trying to cut through it. And I do feel, you know, some Divine Masculines definitely have some boundaries up right now, so maybe not in communication or very limited communication, if any, and it's mainly because, hold on. It's mainly because, really, it's mainly because, you know, again, they're not fully in their truth right now. They haven't fully integrated the truth in their 3D lives right now, okay? They are working on their abundance. They do see the truth. They do understand the truth within themselves, but they're not really quite yet ready to embrace the entirety of the truth or the connection or, you know, their truth. You know, a lot of them probably haven't even had that conversation with anybody right now. They're just kind of working on their stuff, right? They're rebuilding. They're planting the seeds for the future of the connection, but their future also, so that they can hustle out of any negative situations that they may be in right now, right? Which these situations are very triggering, okay? And keep in mind, you're always mirroring, so there's always back and forth. So if you're going through something, they're probably going through something too. So keep that in mind. So yeah, but they really want to move forward. They want to get away from all of this. They don't like it. They don't like the conflict. They don't feel happy within that at all. It's very draining for them, right? They feel like no matter what they do, they're going to get cut down. Okay. And I think they're coming to the realization at this point that, yeah, I mean, you can't control the ending of these cycles. Things are going to fall away. Things are going to happen. You're just going to have to go with it. You're just going to have to go with the flow. You're just going to have to stand in your truth. you know, and understand what your truth is while everything else falls around you, because that's how it works, right? You have to have the fortitude to get through the towers, okay, and to rebuild the towers instead of, you know, trying to rebuild the towers with the bricks that, you know, fell down in the first place. You need to find new bricks, right? And the Divine's trying to come in and guide this, definitely. So definitely feeling some towers here happening. Divine Masculine needing to purge, absolutely. He's been repressing and suppressing his emotions for a very long time. And I do feel, again, some of you will be getting communication. You may be getting an offer. You don't have to accept the offer, right? But you don't have to Queen of Swords them either. So just keep that in mind, all right? But a lot of them do want to come forward with some sort of communication, some sort of offer, some sort of, I'm hearing apology. Very regretful energy right now, guys. Very regretful energy here. It's like they're, you know, it used to be they were mourning all this stuff that was falling away, but now it's like they're really in their heads about the connection here. Okay? Right? They're in their heads about the connection. Here's the Two of Cups here, right? So, you know, Divine Feminine's been doing her thing. She's been planting her seeds for the future. She's been, you know, doing her work, stepping into mission, you know, really, really holding this connection together, you know, sending healing and that sort of thing. And it's kind of, you know, getting to that point where Divine Masculine's like, yeah, I get it now. Right? So, you know, there is some regret here. There's some heartache here, absolutely. Some of it has to do with inner child wounds. Some of it definitely has to do with purging, you know, karma and everything that's coming up, because a lot of them are getting their karma, or they're at the end of a karmic cycle. But, you know, some of it, this definitely has to do with the connection as well. You know, they feel, they know that, you know, their actions have probably hurt some people, and they understand that, you know. And they don't want to hurt anybody. But you know what? You know, it's going to happen. You just got to take it and you got to deal with it, right? Because justice is coming. Karmic cycles are ending. The truth is there. It's staring you in the face, Divine Masculine. The truth is there. Okay? So, Divine Masculine feeling a little off balance, definitely. But you know what? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. They're figuring it out. They're definitely figuring it out, guys. So, just be patient, Divine Feminine. Everything will be fine. Yeah. Divine Feminine, I do feel, again, has returned her focus to the connection. Now, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying you can't focus on the connection, so please don't take it that way, okay? But I do remember, you know, Divine Feminine had kind of stepped away a little bit. She'd been focusing on herself. She's been focusing on her own karma, on the cycles that need to end in her life and that sort of thing. But now it's like returning, she's returning to the connection. You know, she's learning to fill her own cup and to not worry about anybody else's cup right now. And she's returning her focus to the connection a little bit while still focusing on her mission, and that's okay, right? So manifesting the union, you know, working on that inner happiness. I do feel some Divine Feminines still a little bit of resentment here, though. Like, a little bit of resentment surrounding these connections right now. Possibly, you know, maybe rethinking the catalyst moment, that sort of thing, you know, and it might be triggering, and, you know, that's okay. Deal with your triggers, guys. It's fine. If you feel like you need to revisit it and there's something maybe that was there that wasn't fully purged, or some truth that wasn't fully integrated, you know, it's fine. Just don't dwell on it. You want to take the lesson maybe that you missed and deal with it and then move on. You don't want to sit there and dwell on it, okay? Because all that's going to happen there is cause more and more triggers, which, you know, triggers are good things. They do show what needs to be healed, but you don't want to trigger yourself unnecessarily. You don't want to re-trigger yourself. You want to re-trigger a trigger. Right? So, and if you do, it's fine, just deal with it, but, you know, I wouldn't purposely do that if you know that you've dealt with that trigger already. And what's the point of that? Some drama still surrounding Divine Feminine right now, though. I do feel some inner demons definitely coming out, coming to the surface here, that needs to be dealt with, you know, and that's okay. It's gonna happen back and forth with these connections, guys. The purpose of these connections is exactly that, is to trigger what needs to be healed. Like, Divine Masculine, his job And he doesn't realize this, but his job is to awaken Divine Feminine with the catalyst moment. It's the catalyst, right? His job is to awaken Divine Feminine, and then Divine Feminine wakes up, she does her thing, she steps into mission, she starts healing, and then she, in turn, her job is to awaken Divine Masculine, right? That's how it works. And that happens by way of triggers, 5D communication, and that sort of thing, right? So Divine Feminine, you know, I do feel a little bit of impatience, definitely, with Divine Feminine. It's like, Divine Feminine is like, she's going with the flow. She feels good. She's fine. She's doing her thing. She's getting epiphanies. She's getting, you know, she's doing her thing. She's healing. But at the same time, she's really impatient with herself right now. Not even really with the connection. It's with herself right now. So try not to be impatient with yourself, guys. These healing aspects, these healing processes, they do take a while, okay? You've got to have patience with yourself. Okay? You can't control, you really can't. You can't control how the triggers hit you. You can be aware that there may be triggers. You can kind of prepare yourself sometimes, not always, right? But you can't really control how the triggers are going to affect you, right? You just have to kind of roll with the punches. You can't beat yourself up every time you hit a trigger. Okay, you can't do that. That's just counterintuitive, if you ask me. Counterproductive, definitely, because the point of the triggers is to show you what needs to be healed, not to make you feel frustrated. And so I think some Divine Feminines are frustrated with their triggers, frustrated with their towers, right? Because they feel like nothing is coming in the situation. Guys, you're focusing on the wrong results. If you're not seeing results, you're focusing on the wrong results. And I know I've said this before. And actually, I think Kayla Wicked Virgo the other night on her live, she said the same thing. You know, you're focusing on the wrong results, guys. Like, you need to make sure that you have your head where it needs to be. Okay? Get your head out your butt. Because you're missing something. There's something that you're missing. If you keep getting triggered over and over again with the same thing over and over and over again, you're missing something. The universe is trying to show you something that you need to deal with that wasn't dealt with previously. Either because you swept it under the rug, you didn't think it was important enough, or maybe you literally just missed it. Like, you just weren't paying attention, and it just, you know, went right over your head, and that's okay. You can't beat yourself up about that. Like, it's all divinely guided, guys. You can't beat yourself up about it. Alright, so let's get some messages from the counterparts. No. Oh my. Just wanted to talk today. I'm like, that's too many. Alright. Alright. Yeah, some of them are in hermit mode. Okay. Understanding the connection, definitely. Very regretful. They know. A lot of deception in these connections still, guys. A lot of them are very scared. Definitely wanting forgiveness. Forgiveness is needed. Deception. Really working on those triggers, guys. It's really good. Yeah, they're feeling the connection. They're just as confused as you are, guys. They got their shields up. They got their shields up. Alright, let's get some messages and advice from Thor. Let's see what Source has to say. Well, maybe. Oh. I love these cards, but they're a little stiff still because they're new, so they don't... Aha! Aha! Too many! When it rains, it pours. Alright, so yeah. Divine Masculines still going through awakenings here. To some Divine Feminines, too. There are some awakened Divine Masculines out there, okay? There are no rules with this. Divine Feminine does not always wake up first, okay? Just keep that in mind. So definitely going through some awakenings right now. Yeah, if you need a timeout from healing, guys, take it. Take it, okay? Some of this work is really, really intense, and it does drain you. Okay, especially if you're dealing with a lot of other stuff too, okay? It is okay to take a break. Absolutely okay. Don't beat yourself up for taking a break either, okay? We all need time to recharge, right? Yeah, a lot of stuff coming together, guys, and a lot of you are seeing this, okay? You're seeing the synchronicities, you're seeing all the signs. It's just incredible, like, how the further along you get on this journey, how things just really start clicking. You start realizing things that you're like, I really wish I realized this 10 years ago. But don't beat yourself up about it. You figured it out eventually, and that's all that matters. Okay? So find what lights you up. Find something that makes you happy. If you're feeling drained, oh, look at that. If you're feeling drained, you know, it's okay to recharge. Take a break from the healing for a while. It's okay. It's totally fine. Do some meditation. Find something that makes you happy. And those of you who are asking any questions, yes. Yes. Whatever the question was, the answer is yes. And yeah, guys, you've been through this. You've been through this before. These lifetimes, you've had multiple. Not all with your twin, but some with your twin. Okay? So you've been doing this over and over and over again. Keep that in mind. You've been training for lifetimes for this. Okay? Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. If this has resonated, please like, share, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.